Hey folks, welcome back to Fresh Produce. I'm Pete from BTI. Today I've got a unique product to talk about. It's brand new to the BTI catalog. This is a new fork insert called the TruTune with the goal of making your suspension fork feel a little more linear or like it has a larger positive chamber. Now it's a unique little piece here. It takes the place of your volume spacers in the fork, just threading right into the air top cap. But these things are actually filled up with activated carbon on the inside. So air is just going to move through it like as if it was a volume spacer or as if it weren't there at all. But once the pressure is increasing on this, basically, I'm going to have a little trouble explaining it, but let's give it a try here. The air is bonding to the activated carbon surface in a different way so that it can take in and absorb more air as the pressure goes up and then release it also as the pressure goes down. So basically this insert makes your fork feel like the chamber, the positive chamber is larger and the fork will feel more linear through the stroke. So if you're one of those folks that's having trouble getting full travel out of your fork, but you can't lower pressures anymore, you need the support in other parts of the travel, this could be a really good option. Now these do come in two different sizes, which will change how effective they are kind of in that later part of the stroke, but also allowing the fitment in some of the shorter travel, or even for folks that want to include this along with the volume spacer, you can do that with the short model. Now, why would you want to include a volume spacer and this? Seems like they're kind of counterintuitive, but the carbon doesn't just affect the force at the end of the stroke the way a volume spacer does. It's also changing the feel of the fork at the beginning, making it just a little more supple. The idea behind that is actually that air has a little bit of speed sensitivity. When it's compressed quickly, it needs to heat up. And if it can't dissipate that heat fast enough, it'll feel a little bit stiffer. So the carbon allows some heat exchange with the air, allowing it to feel more supple at the beginning of the stroke and have a little less of that high speed spike that I think we all would like to avoid. So like I mentioned, this thing is really easy to install. It just, when you've got the top cap of your fork off for just the same way you do a volume spacer, it just fits right in, threads in on this RockShox, and it would clip in on a Fox. There's options available for both, and then just threads back on and pressurize as normal. Now, in a lot of cases, you can end up running a little higher pressure because the end stroke won't have quite as much support, but that'll give you more support throughout the mid stroke. So some kind of really unique ways to tune your fork with this product, and it can be paired up with some of those negative chamber tuning pieces as well out there. So if you want to tweak the fork's feel and give you a little more sensitivity at the beginning, a little more linear feel at the end, check out this TruTune. Make sure you ask at your local bike shop and tell them BTI sent you.